Okay, I was about to say, am I stuck?
Okay, I was about to say, am I stuck? Okay,
There's the link. I'm getting everybody kind of letting them know here's the link to this live chat. Oh man, I knew y'all was gonna like that. You woke your cat up, Debbie. Oh man. Did I see anything on my end, Miss Dawn? No, I don't. What do you? It kicked you out first. You couldn't text. Then I just got kicked out. I made Shan, I guess. Shan let me sign on to his. Did you see anything on your end? No. I don't know what happened, Miss Dawn. Jacob at Spoonie, yeah, you see it. Funny and painful. Troy, what? Troy, you talking about the cat when that little girl threw it? Yeah, that was crazy. My heart will weave on. Don't go breaking my weave. Was your behind you laughing? What? Lazy Ice, sir, what are you saying? Doc said his weave would be whipping if he had one. Barbara, you said how do I keep the wig? How do I keep it on? For real? I thought most women would know that. Well, I don't know. Maybe it's because that's a Justin Bieber wig. I don't know. Maybe it's a high quality, but no, there's combs in it. I'll show y'all. See the inside. The inside of it has these teeth. See that? Oh, lazy eyes. Yeah, they always laugh. Yeah, I do stuff like that all the time. Anissa said, please, no cat videos and no crazy Jork videos. Squirrel ribs. Where's JT? Wait, Susan, do you talking about, did you just email me now? I sound like Alvin and the Chickmunks. Why does there seem like there's two different live chats? She ain't sitting up with the dead no more. Susan, did you email me or did you talk about you send it to Patreon? Because guys, if I'm on here right now, I don't only time I don't get like no notification that I got emails because if you can imagine, I don't know if I told you guys this before, but it's averaging on about anywhere from 70 to 100 subscribers each day. So that's why I usually check my email when I'm all done with these videos because a lot of times I just got to go and woo. Oh, Jeanette, water. Nothing but water. See the ice? Well, now I just poured it out. You just destroyed my computer. No. I have to go get something to wipe it up. Maybe right back. Still booted. Now I don't have nothing to drink. He took all my drink away. You just had to ask what was in that cup, didn't you, Jeanette? You just had to ask, sis. No, it's all right. There's just a little bit left. Well, I think Jay, because I told her to hold that thought. Deadwood. What? Don't let snowflakes deter your beliefs or actions. What is snowflakes? Jeanette Kaiser. You said, why am I seeing double? Because like right now, I'm looking at you and my phone is right here. My phone is showing some things that you guys are saying. But then when I look on this, my computer screen right here, it's showing something different. Oh, okay. I got you. I see what y'all saying. No, I'm just making sure I know. I know. I'm trying to see if JT is still here. Oh, okay, JT, I see. I see the JT is here. And then that other person, who's the other person that I told him to hold their thought to? Speak up or forever hold your peace. Okay. Okay, so JT, you go ahead and put up there what you said before. JT had a serious question for me. I know you're typing it out right now. So just take your time, sis. No, it wasn't the. I remember the spiritual gender. I remember that one. I'm going to probably address that one. Okay. How would you address a homosexual child? Was that your question? How would I address a homosexual child? Well, here's the thing. I never met one. It's buffering. Are you joking, Jeanette? No, JT. No, I've never met a child. I've met kids that had certain influences on the kids and made those kids confused in that sense, but I never met a kid that came straight out and was homosexual. And in fact, if I can pull it up, I'll show you guys a video. I can't do it now, but I'll try to put it on one of my I tell children not to worry about sex before they're grown. I'm gonna stay on JT's question for right now. Up there it goes. You called it, Jeanette. Oh my gosh. No. There was a study that showed them when babies were able to crawl, and do all, when babies are at a point to where they can crawl and do all these different things, then guess what? Had color set up. And for some odd reason, they put them on opposite sides. The boys crawled over to the blue and the girls crawled over to the pink. So, and then also, if you left babies alone to play by themselves as they grew up, you don't have to teach them what they are. They just become that anyway, if y'all follow my drift. And I don't care. And it's bad. And then as they get older, now they do repeat what they've seen a lot. So if you're raised around, like I'm telling you, I have a couple of friends that are homosexual. Don't bash them. Don't go at them or nothing like that. But here's the thing is this. There's boys that we grew up around that they were feminine. But because this particular boy, all he had was sisters, and then he had his mom. He didn't have dad. So he was only acting what he seen, and he was the baby. So he was acting all the things that he seen. All, when his sisters were growing up, all they talked about was boys and things like that. And they wouldn't let him play. They wouldn't let him get dirty. They dressed him what they want to call today metrosexually or something like that. So he pretty much acted out what they instilled in him. You know what I'm trying to say? But as far as like, if you can ask me if I ever met a homosexual child, I've never met a homosexual child. No, not at all. Now, if y'all are I mean, I'll be honest with you guys. Do y'all want me to answer like y'all trying to ask me what do I feel or what do I think about homosexuality? Y'all already know I'm Christian. Y'all already know I follow Christ, right? Now, like I told y'all, y'all got to listen up first. I'm not saying like, hey, y'all shut up. I'm not saying that. I'm saying I'm not going to be able to answer y'all question because by the time I start answering questions, people already start throwing things out on defense, throwing things out. Y'all know what I mean? The Bible, no, see, that's what I'm saying. Look, when it comes to talking about things in the Bible, this is what you have to do. You have to say audience relevance. Regina, thank you for saying you're listening. But you have to say audience relevance. I never come at nobody like, you're not supposed to be a homosexual. God made Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve. I don't come at nobody like that because Christ never did. You know what I'm trying to say? I don't come at nobody in no way like that whatsoever. I don't come at anybody. I don't care if you are drunk. I don't care if, yeah, Steve, I don't care if you are drunk. I don't care if you're on cocaine. I don't care what you are. I don't come at you in that way. My position and what I'm doing is to let the light that Christ has in me shine. It's not even my job to try to turn a homosexual straight. That's not my job. So why are we trying to do that? So here's the thing. I always tell people say Christ's relevance. Now, they say, well, the Bible says, you're not supposed to judge. Yes, it says, but then it also turned around. He said, know ye not that we shall judge the world and the angels. So, I mean, I'm just saying, I'm not about to argue in the sense of throwing Bible verses out there to try to do it for Bible sake. I've been in this Bible thing for too long. I went at it with preachers and all this. I'm telling you, it's just going to be a dead end street and trying to see who has the most knowledge or the most intellectual way of bringing words across to try to convince somebody that I'm right. I'm not doing none of that. But this is what I'm saying. If y'all want to hear what my point of view is on homosexuality, I will give it to y'all if y'all want to know. I'm going to just wait. See if y'all say y'all want to know. If y'all keep throwing comments and keep saying things to each other. I mean, I'm fine. Y'all can continue to mingle amongst each other, whatever. But okay. I said I follow Christ. I know what he says about it. It's not my job to go and try to bash anybody, okay? But here's my thing, and y'all can answer me this. And this is what I say to a lot of people. If homosexuality was meant to be, all of us would not exist right now. Okay? So I tell people, let's take the Bible out of the way. Let's take Spiritual. No, don't give me no money. No. Before I answer this question again, disclaimer. Don't donate on this page. Charles, retract that. Hurry up. Retract it, Charles. Retract it. Retract it. Retract it. Retract it. Okay, so anyway, like I was saying, if homosexuality was meant to be, then all of us would be dead. Okay? Now, like I told y'all, I'm going to take the Bible out of the equation. I'm going to take the spirituality aspects out of the equation, which are very significant. But here's the thing right here. I'm not talking about, okay, Ted Nugent. Yeah, I'm not talking about, yeah, you said homosexual. You said not the act, the person who's homosexual. I'm taking that all out the way. Okay? Here's the thing. What would happen if nature decided to be homosexual? Do y'all know what pollen is in the air? Does anybody know what pollen is? That stuff that some of you guys are allergic to? Do y'all know what pollen is? I'm gonna wait for a few of y'all. When do you know what, I'm not asking you, do you know what pollen is? I'm talking about biologically. Do y'all know what pollen is? JT's channel, exactly. That's exactly what it is. Now, just think about this, okay? Now, if nature decided to be homosexual, none of us would exist. The world wouldn't exist at all, okay? Because of this. Pollen is sperm. It either floats in the air or some insect picks it up and carries it on to another flower. That pollen lands somewhere within another flower. It fertilizes. That flower produces other flowers or whatever fruit it is. It produces after its own kind. So if nature decided to be homosexual, nobody would live. And guess what? There wouldn't be no grass. There wouldn't be no flowers. In other words, there wouldn't be no grass there to allow sun rays to come into it to turn certain sugars and give off oxygen. We wouldn't be able to breathe in that oxygen and breathe that carbon dioxide, which the grass uses again. There would be no life if it was meant to be naturally. Now, that's what I'm saying. If it was natural for that to happen, then everybody would be dead. Animals would not be reproduced. You shouldn't, you know what I mean? You wouldn't be able to eat food. You wouldn't be able to eat no vegetables because they would not be there. There would be nothing there to exist. Oh, come on, Lacey. Yeah, your rabbit will hump your leg too. I mean, I'm just, what? Oh my gosh. Your rabbit will hump your leg, it'll hump your shoe, it'll hump a teddy bear. I mean, your puppy will hump your leg and your shoe. I mean, I'm just saying. So anyway, I got friends that are, oh my God, y'all don't. Okay, saying that okay, some people just said this a minute ago. Y'all said that is homosexuality based on the act. No, it's not. It's not just based on the act. It's a mind thing. It is a being thing. It is a spiritual thing. But remember I said we just kind of eliminated that out of the equation right there. But you know, how you just, what do you call people? I don't know that, like, I mean, what would you call a person? What would you call a person that like dry humps teddy bears? What would you call them that? You know what I'm trying to say? What would you call a human being that goes around and like keeps on dry humping teddy bears? Or you seen a man dry humping a shoe? You know what I mean? So we talking about animals here. Are we talking about, see, some people saying, that's what I'm saying. What do you, so that's what I'm saying. So it's an animal. You can see on deer, there's a person on TV, a deer is trying to hump this girl. It's an animal. No, so you trying to biologically, that's what I'm saying. That's what the, Troy, that's what the world system wants to tell you, that you, in other words, cause see, if they get you to think a certain way, then you don't matter. You know what I mean? It makes you feel less of anything. You don't matter. You're an animal. You're not an animal. You're more than an animal. You were created to be made more superior. We're not animals. We're human beings. There's nothing else on this earth that's like us. Nothing at all. Nothing can create. I mean, God, look how we're communicating right now. What animal can do that? Not one. Troy, I'm glad you being honest. Look, I got homosexual friends that flat out tell me I'm homosexual because I like men. A female, I'm homosexual because she said I like women. She didn't say nothing like she was born that way. She didn't say any of that. She just said I lust after women. Plain and simple. Now I respect that. Now I don't argue. Like I told y'all, I love these. I don't argue with people. And what I do hate is when people try to act like homosexuals are like not even human. Like one of the craziest things I hear people say all the time, they'll say things like, homosexuals, they're really nice people. Like what? Like there's some other species or something. They're people. I don't know. It's crazy. Right. Jacob Bet Spoonie, yeah. Like there's some other. Okay, JT, next question is, do I believe that someone identifying as homosexual can truly be Christian? That in a short answer, no. Now, I'm not saying that person can't love God or like, but then it'd be harder because he said, if you love me, you would obey my commandments. So, and there is verses in the Bible where it tells you, okay. Another thing, what do y'all feel about human beings having sex with animals? Banjak chick? No. There is no scientific study where nobody can show on an X or Y gene. And that's where I have one of my studies in. Like my studies and what I did in college was on cytology. There has never been no proven study that there's something on the X chromosome or the Y chromosome broken down to where it said, now this is where the infarction is right here in the X and Y chromosome. And this is what's turning this kid into a homo. No, man, the way that this world is doing stuff is the system is set up to discredit God at all, period. That's the whole thing. It's to discredit him. That's what it does. And I mean, like I said, and the only reason why I'm saying this, JT, is because I know the real experience that I had when I laid on that floor 3 days without eating no food. And by that time, I had already went to all the neighbors around the neighborhood around Tennessee and all that. I had already stolen from them, eating their food out of their garden because I was starving. I was taking stuff. I had already done that, right? When I laid on that floor without eating for 3 days, and I'm telling you, I called on everybody that I knew, or whether it was Allah, Krishna, whether it was Kundai, whether it was Muhammad, Jesus, Buddha, whoever. I called on all of them to help me. And I said, if I cannot get no food or something like that, I asked, can I just die? I just wanted to die because starvation is terrible. I wanted to die. And one showed up. And what I mean by showed up, one spoke to me and simply told me in the morning, go to Sister Green's. Okay? Now, I don't care if people believe me or not. I do not care. I'm telling you from one human being to another. If Buddha would have showed up, I would be sitting here telling y'all that Buddha told me. If Allah would have showed up, I would be sitting here telling y'all Allah showed me. But I'm telling you, God spoke to me and told me in the morning, I want you to go to Sister Green's. Just like that, okay? Now, he told me to go to Sister Green's. Just like that. So if I had not have listened, I woke up the next morning, I went to Sister Green's, I walked through that front door, she looked at me, she said, hey, go back there, get you a loaf of bread and a half gallon of milk, and I'm going to give you some meat to put on your bread every day. But don't you tell such and such about this. That's what she said to me. Because that night when I laid on that floor crying out, not eating for 3 days, and I cried out to I prayed to everybody. And one person told me to go there, and I simply said, I said, who is this? And he said, I'm Jesus. It wasn't no thunder, it wasn't no lightning, the house didn't shake or nothing like that. It was simple. Like, like when you read a book, you can't make out the voice, but you hear a voice when you're reading. Y'all know what I mean? You when you reading the book, you reading it, but you hear a voice, but then yet you don't hear a voice while you're reading. So it's like, who voices you hearing while you're reading? So my point in saying all that is that it spoke to me just like that. I mean, it wasn't no, oh, well, you just got a thought, you got an idea. No, because I asked who it was, and it spoke and said, I'm Jesus, just like that. If it had not done it, I would not be talking about it right now. I would not be telling y'all this. I go to high schools, and they let me say what I'm saying right now. I don't knock nobody's religion. I don't knock nobody's belief. I tell people that are Hindi believers, Buddha believers, I tell them this same story. I let them know I don't knock y'all or anything. I don't discredit you guys. Y'all believe what y'all believe. That's all fine. But all I'm telling you is that when I was in my desperate need, and I know where I was, only one showed up that I mean one. So I'm sorry. This was before knowing anything about the Bible. Knowing anything about the Bible, this was before knowing that God said, I am God, or I am that I am. This is before knowing that God said there is no other gods before me. This is before knowing the Bible. That's what was going on in my life before I set foot in the church. And I was 10 years old when that happened. So, but no, JT, I'm not discrediting. I'm not trying to get away from your question. I know what you said. No, but no, it's a constant striving. You living every day. Matter of fact, I tell people, if you following after Christ, really, you don't even have to try to, because he's going to form you into what he wants you to be. But again, when I ask people this, is it wrong to have sex with animals? Wendy, you said that yeah. And the thing is that, okay, one person answered me, lazyites. You said it's wrong to have sex with animals. Is it wrong to have sex with animals? I'm not, because I'm not an animal. I'm not Troy, that's whoever said that's going to be something we might disagree on. I'm not classifying no human beings as animals. So it's wrong to have sex with animals. Why? Who told us that? What book said it's wrong to have sex with animals? Karen said it's against the law to have sex with animals. Where did the law get that from? There's the answer right there. Tom Blanket. Drew Mitchum, exactly. I was just waiting for you guys. I was just waiting to see if anybody was going to answer that question. So that's what I'm saying. Where did they get these laws from? How come I can't go and kill nobody? Why can't I go and kill nobody? That's what I want to know. How come I can't go and kill nobody? What's wrong with me? What's wrong with me sleeping with a little girl? Why can't I do that? Why can't I rape somebody? Why can't I kill somebody? I just want to know, why can't I do it? And if I can't do it, I want to know who said I can't do it. Well, it's against the law. What law? And whatever that law is, where did they get that law from? Right. So all I'm saying is this. I told y'all, I don't bash no homosexuals or nothing. Love them. I love everybody. But my thing is this. The spiritual being that I follow after, which is God, it's a reason why he has it in there for that. Guys, don't believe this. I'm serious, y'all. Knowing what I know in medicine, the doctors that I've talked to around this world, don't fall for this system that they telling us that like AIDS and all that stuff like that came from some freaking animal. And it's no. You cannot have sex with an animal. The Bible clearly says that. It said if a man lays down with the animal as he would a woman, and it says, and likewise, if a woman lays down with the animal as she would a man, Then he said things like, neither shall a man lay with a man as he would a woman. Then it says things in the Bible like the woman was made for the man. Then this other scriptures is written in the Bible also where it says the woman body is not her own, but it belongs to her husband. Then it says the husband body is not his own, but it belongs to his wife. So all I'm saying is that if it was meant to be this intelligent being that created all of us, that created this grass, that created everything we see around, if this intelligent being is great enough to give us this minute, the most simplest form of saying something, why is it that we can just take that and go, well, actually what he meant, see, because it said he loves no, he clearly says, and like I said, I'm only saying what the Bible says. So I'll tell people, don't get mad at me. I don't hate nobody. I'm not judging nobody. I'm not sitting there going, you're going to go to hell for what you're doing. I don't do that to anybody. I just try to show people how certain things can sneak in. How things can sneak in. All of a sudden, you're thinking a certain way and you're doing a certain behavior and don't have no idea where it came from. So why is it like, okay, like where I grew up, people on the streets, why y'all know how I am. I get real about stuff. Why is it that amongst my race, there seem to be known that blacks seem to be angry all the time? You know what I mean? Why is it that blacks seem to be mad all the time? Like black people just be mean. Like, I don't know why they just mean. You know what I mean? I'm just being honest with y'all. I'm saying this. I've seen it for myself. It's known amongst a lot of black people, like, man, black people are mean. So the reason why I'm saying all that is because where did it come from? Why are they mad? Why are they a certain way? What got engraved in somebody's head that they act a certain way? When kids can go to school and cuss out a teacher or something like that, why can that kid do that? What happened that this kid formed this idea in his mind that became his behavior and now he's acting like that? So I always say that too. If you let kids be, you ain't gonna never find no kid that's just gonna automatically say, Mom, I think I'm a girl. I don't care what stuff they try to tell you in the news and all that. Little kids experience. You can see little kids. You got to watch them. You see little kids pull their own pants down and look at themselves. Then a little girl, she'll look down and do that. I remember there was a time where there were some kids that were little one time. They all went into the bathroom to pee. And while the boy was sitting there peeing, the girl tried to pull her, and she trying to figure out how come she can't stand up and pee and look. So that's when they start discovering I'm different. You know what I mean? So I'm telling you, it is a system that's out there that's pretty much just trying to discredit the whole existence of God, period. So no, JT, you're absolutely right in what you're saying. People that are homosexual, they are no different than somebody that is a compulsive liar. They're no different than somebody that's an adulteress. They're no different than somebody that murders. They're no different than somebody that steals. They're no different. They're all in the same class. But the thing is, though, here's the thing, though. If God sees all that the same way, how come human beings don't? Okay, so that's what I'm saying. I try to look at it like he does. Okay, so a homosexual, if they're classified in the same playing field that murderers are, that molesters are, that prostitutes are, that drug addicts are, if they are classified in the same plane as them, and if God doesn't see no sin greater than no other one, how come we don't do that then? Because guess what? We'll look at that and we'll go, a murderer is worse than a homosexual. Or we'll go, a murderer is worse than a thief. A murderer is worse than a this. Men, we've done that. Human beings, the world system has done that, but God doesn't see it that way because everybody can be redeemed. Somebody got mad at me because guys, we get patients that are prisoners, and one guy we was treating, he was like 2 weeks from getting out of prison for attempted murder, and he was getting out. Oh man, our clinic. Oh my God, I can't believe they about to let this guy. He almost killed a woman. I don't want to treat him. He's a scumbag. I treated this man like he was golden. I was nice to him, treated him well. We talked about everything. The man getting his life straight, getting his life together. Everybody has a chance at redemption. And I know people are going to get mad because they get mad when I make this statement. I don't care if it's Hitler. If Hitler repented of the things that he did, I'm sorry. He got in. I'm just saying, because if I can't believe that, I don't care how many people he's killed. If you killed one person or you killed 1 million people, you get that repentance and that forgiveness. I didn't write the book. So I'm sorry. I tell people, don't get mad at me. I'm only just saying what it says in there. I'm just saying. So here's my thing, though. Here's my thing. Who in here knows for a fact that there's a support group for adulterers. Do anybody here know that there is a support group for adulterers, and adulterers go around marching saying equality? We want laws written for us to be able to be adulterers. Is there a law? Not a law. Is there a support group for adulterers? Okay. Thank you for not here. Thank you for that. Okay. Okay. Is there a support group for people saying, I can't help it? Since I was a kid, I was born a murderer. I was killing animals and stuff. And then I worked my way up and now I start killing human beings. I should have a right to kill because I was born to kill. Is there a support group for murderers? What about people that just said, oh, when I was a little boy, I've always liked little girls. And even though I became a grown man, I still liked little girls. I need a support group. I need a support group saying we should have a right to be able to have sex with little girls. So here's my thing. How come with homosexuality, how come that has a support group if it's looked at the Bible in the same way? I mean, like I said, God looks at all of it the same. It's all on the same playing field. You know, he looks at it all the same. All can be forgiven no matter what the sin is. We're the ones that want to have this thing like, well, no, because he killed somebody, he shouldn't be forgiven. Well, no, because he did this, he shouldn't be forgiven. But no, since he's a molester, he shouldn't be forgiven. He need to cut his penis off and burn it. Or she molested a little boy, whatever. So da 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 da. So my point is that what you say? I think I think you are a closet LGB. What is that? Whitney Houston. See, that's what I'm saying. Now, if this is gonna turn into Joseph, so you trying to wait, Joseph Hannon, you trying to throw shots? Because I mean, one thing the MRMIs know, I'm reasonable, I'm cool, I'm laid back. But if you here just to throw shots for the sake of throwing shots, I'm gonna boot you out. It's that simple. I'm not mad at you or anything like that. I just don't. I've been in this world too long. Stuff like that really just bounce off of me. So if you're gonna do that, it's gonna be a waste of your time and waste of mine too. So I just might as well just boot you out if that's gonna be the case. And no, I'm not mad. I'm not triggered. I'm not any of those things. But one thing I don't do, I just don't mess around, because we got people in here right now that's really trying to know some. Wait, see, look what you just said. You said when I attack gay people, who in this chat room right now, everybody that's been in this chat room thus far, can y'all show me or please let me know in what way have I been attacking gay people? Joseph, I got friends that are gay and I talk like this same way right now. They don't get offended at what I'm talking about. So you try to tell me how, see, that's what I'm saying. That's what you're doing right now. That's what a lot of people do just to try to bring on an argument. You saying I'm attacking you. Now you just accuse me of attacking you. See what I'm saying? You accuse me of not attacking you, but you accuse me of attacking gay people. How? I didn't attack nobody. It's all right, Sterling Ross. Don't worry about it. Guys, I don't want any of you, I don't want anybody to like try to jump on Joseph or say, hey, sir, da 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 da. I'm just simply saying this is what people do. This is what, see, Joseph, what you're doing right now, I deal with stuff like this all the time. It's not going to have no effect on me. It's not going to stop me from saying what I'm saying because I'm not attacking you. So if I'm not attacking you, I'm going to continue to do what I'm saying right now. I'm not, that's it. Wait, Joseph, you telling me, Joseph, did you just tell me to go to hell? Or was you answering somebody else's question? Thank you, Barbara. Joseph, I don't watch my soul. God watches my soul every single day. So anyway, I'm glad that you was kind of jumped in here and whatever. I don't know what your point in coming in here was for, simply than just to try to throw some, I don't know. But yeah, so anyway, like I was saying, that's just what it is that, you know, guys, look what's changing right now. Look what's changing right now. Now all of a sudden marijuana is starting to become legalized. But there was a time where, oh, it's a drug, it's a drug, it's a drug, it's a drug. But look how it's changing right now. So what I'm saying is that Hitler, hey, I'm serious. Y'all might look, I do some crazy stuff. I'll read stuff that people probably don't want to read. I read Hitler's book, Mein Kampf, His Struggle, and he makes some, Hitler was not no dummy. I'm serious, guys. I'm not, you know what I'm trying to say right now? There are, for people like Hitler or Saddam Hussein or what's the other guy name? Osama bin Laden, all those people like that, for them to be masterminds, those dudes were really intelligent. So what I'm saying is that I would read some of the stuff that they wrote about and say, wow, even though they did something wrong, they made some really intelligent points in their book. So like, for instance, Hitler made a point in one of his books. He said, give me the minds of the youth and I will have the mind and be able to rule this world. So I'm just saying things like that. I'm like, oh, that is some deep stuff right there. Hitler said, if you give me the minds of the youth, I will have this whole world. Man. So and that's why I tell people is that there's so many things out there that we don't know what's going on. So in other words, and then the other thing said, you give me control of the media and I'll have control of the masses. So that's what I'm saying. When people come at me like the guy that was just in here, I'm not mad at him or nothing like that. He came in here and said, you're attacking homosexuals. See, he read the brochure. If anybody have any disagreement with homosexuality, now they're attacking homosexuals. That's crazy. So I can sit there and say all homosexuals are attacking me because I'm straight. See, Charles Green, you said marijuana is wrong. If marijuana is wrong, then you shouldn't be taking Tylenol. You shouldn't be taking any of that because they tell you that the side effects that it damages your liver. You see what I'm saying? See, we can't take things that the world. No, Charles Green, that's a lie. I can tell you right now, Charles, it does not alter your state of mind. You read, like I'm saying, see, that's what I'm saying. Things like that make me think that people just read the brochure. I'm being honest right now. My brothers don't care when we talk about this stuff. You know how many people I grew up around that smoke weed, still to this day smoke weed, went to college smoking weed, went to college smoking weed, smoked weed on a track team, got A's and B's through school while high in class. There's no way. Well, Charles Green, I can guarantee you had something else in there. Because being from the islands, you had something else in there. I don't care what, whoever sold you what they sold. Trust me, you talking, you just have no idea who I am and what I've experienced, man. I'm telling you right now, you had something else in there. If it altered your state of mind, somebody laced your marijuana or they grew it in some other type of soil that might have had something else mixed in it. So let's say, for instance, did you know, okay, if you grow an apple tree around stuff that's toxic, you know that gets in the apple, just like with animals. Did you know that if you feed, like for instance, I can taste some beef with no seasoning on it, and I can tell you if that beef was corn fed or if that beef was grass fed, because if it was grass fed, it tastes like the earth. If it's corn fed, the meat is naturally sweet. So that means that cow was eating corn. So what I'm saying is this. Wait, you say you won't answer my post, will you? Ted, there's so many people in here saying things, man. I'm just trying to. So, I done lost my train of thought. See what happens? But no, what happens is that the fruit and vegetables, depends on where it's growing at, it will, the roots will actually absorb that stuff from there and put it in the fruit. And when you eat it, it can end up actually damaging you. So here's my thing. You say marijuana can alter your state of mind. Right? Now, I do know there's some mushrooms that definitely can do some stuff like that, but definitely not no marijuana. I'm telling you, no way. You said give you 3 differences between Christianity and a cult. Well, you have to tell me what, I don't know. That's one of those open-ended questions right there. The three differences between a Christianity and a cult. Does a cult follow one God? I mean, Steve Frank said, here we go. So, I mean, what would happen? What would happen? Y'all, I'm not going to be able to answer a lot of y'all questions. I'm so sorry because they're flying through here. But this one, look, what would happen? What would happen if they told y'all one day you can't eat cucumbers no more? Because cucumbers give you a little bit of a buzz. And then the world just said, who gave them the right to say this plant, a plant that grows, we're saying that that's a drug and you can't do it because it does this. It alters your state of mind, but then yet almost on TV once a month or something like that, you're hearing about a DUI. I've never, in Chicago, you never heard about nobody that was high and wrecked into something. Never. If it was, they was high and they was drinking also too. But you, man, no way. I'm sorry. I have family members. I told a lot of people know this. There are family members of mine that are drug kingpins. I'm telling you right now. I don't care what they tell. Look, I'm about to say we. Back in the day, my family, not back in the day, but let's just say my family. We'll say they're in the state of New York. My family in New York, big time drug kingpins, okay? We sell stuff to people like you. We know what we're putting in it to keep you coming back. Just like your doctor knows what's in your medicine to keep you coming back. Now, they got to classify and tell you, hey, this might be an addiction, but okay, but there's nothing wrong with that because the doctor gave it to me. But guess what? Okay, let's see something here. Okay. Let's say like Oxycontin. Oxycontin, Benefin, which is Tylenol, if y'all don't know what I'm talking about. Take these over time. Well, wait, slow down now because it can damage your kidneys. It can damage your liver. Okay, this new drug that just came out right here, it comes with side effects of possibly having your eyes bleeding or your anus bleeding, and you might find yourself periodically having diarrhea. If you experience any of these symptoms, please let your doctor know. Okay, let's just say marijuana. Let's say, side effects. You're gonna be relaxed. You're gonna find yourself laughing a lot more. Come on now. It's like, what is the side effects of eating watermelon? It produces a whole lot of nitrite in your system, and guess what? It increases the blood flow to your penis area, which means you can actually combat erectile dysfunction with eating watermelon. But oh boy, I mean, come on, man, y'all. I know to non-Christians, God is a myth, but to me, y'all, I'm telling you, I tell people all the time. Whether I don't argue God with people because guess what? Did y'all know coming out of Jamaica? Y'all listen to this. Coming out of Jamaica, you can ask other Jamaicans too. Did you know that we only heard that racism exists? You only hear that racism exists, but we kind of like, no, there is no way. Nobody hates people like that in America. Like, no, I can't see that happening. Then you move over to America. And then people call like when people were calling us racist names, half the time we couldn't respond because we didn't know what they meant until somebody told us that was racist what they said to you. So in Jamaica, because it's mainly all blacks there, you don't even know you only hear about racism. You never experience it. So when people tell me things like you can't prove that God exists, well, I can tell them, well, in Jamaica, you can tell some Jamaicans racism exists, but Jamaicans gonna tell you can't prove me that racism exists. And you be like, yes, I can, because what you gonna tell them? It exists because. And you can sit there and say, well, look here, this white man beat up these black people. They can be like, well, Jamaicans can be like, well, what did the black people do to make the white man beat him? But my point in saying all that is that, no, don't feel bad for me. I'm in a good mood. Trust me. You know how many times I've done this? But here's the thing is that Jamaicans don't know that racism exists. But guess what? They find out when they come to America and they experience it. So that's what I'm saying. I don't have to prove to nobody that God exists. I understand that you don't believe God exists because you never had an experience. So I get it. I'm not mad at nobody with that at all. I know what I experienced and I know where it came from. Whether somebody believe me or not, I do not care. People can say, well, you got to have faith to God. No, I don't even got to have faith. I'm going to tell you why. Because I had the experience. I know I know that I know, and I don't care what nobody. Just as y'all looking at me right now, y'all see that I'm a brown skin colored man. You see this? You see it. So I'm telling you right now. That's why I tell people all the time. I understand. I tell like some of my atheist friends, we all have a mutual respect for each other in here. We talk to each other and all that, and we talk about everything. But that's what they tell me. They say, "Well, man, I guess you're right. You're right. I can't say that because I never had an experience." So that's what I tell people. I get it. I'm with you. I'm with you. You say I don't need God, or I don't believe in God. God doesn't exist. You can't prove that God exists. I'm like, fine. I mean, hey, that's cool that you believe that. We can. Hey, so you want to talk about the game, or you want to talk about other things otherwise? Because I don't need to I'm not going to try to prove to you that God is real. If God want to manifest Himself to you, He would do it. He doesn't need my help to do it. But no, I am God because you are you. I don't know. You just throwing out some quotes. Toby, Keith, Wendy Hardy, what are you talking about? Troy, Troy, you on some other stuff right now. And you just throwing things out there, sir. I don't know. You throwing stuff out there like we are nature. Nature is us. We're all one flowing energy of. I mean, that's not me, Troy. Man, y'all, a reason why I know a lot of this stuff because working in the hospital. What did Whitney Houston say, JT? You right. Jeanette said somebody smoked weed with y'all. If it's gonna start, y'all know I'm not mad. I really am not. But I just don't want this to turn into just like it's just straight chaos. Because the real MRMIs that are in here, they know that we all loving. We don't hate nobody. We definitely stick to our guns and we express our opinions. Even the MRMIs that's with me, we don't even agree with each other on everything. They'll say, well, yeah, I don't really agree with everything. I don't really agree with everything you say in MRM, but I see your point. That's understandable right there. But when we just start all of a sudden start saying we're like, can God lift up a rock or will God throw a brick? I mean, I'm gonna just boot you out. It's just ridiculous. Barbara DeGeneiro, man, yeah. Yeah, there's definitely racism against white people. There is definitely racism against white people. I've seen it. I mean, I've had one man. My wife ain't gonna get on here. I'll keep that stuff private. But anyway, I was about to get ready to knock. I'm telling y'all some stuff. I was getting ready to knock this man out because we were in line. There was an older white man walking with a shuffling like gait. I mean, he kind of bent over. He had like 6 things in his hands. I let that man go in front of me. This black man behind me went off. You gonna sit there and let that go before you? They used to put us in the back of the bus, in the back of the line. I said, well, he didn't put me in the back of no bus, and then nobody put me in the back of the bus. So I mean, so we went back and forth. I'm talking about it got so hot that my wife had to like, Tylen, Come on, because I went on ahead, I left it alone. I'm like, okay, bro, you know, whatever. He started saying all kind of stuff to me. You let this white da-da-da-da get there, da-da-da-da. And then I sat there and opened the door while the black dude was yelling at me. I opened the door for that white guy. The white guy went out there and was like, well, thank you, sir. Thank you kindly. And I went on, you have a good day, sir. I went on out to my car, still pumping my gas. This black dude followed me out there. By that time, I was like, dude, I promise you, you got about 5 seconds to get ready to step out of my face. And I swear I'm going to on you. I'm doing like this. And then my wife's just like, Tyler, just get in the car. Because, I mean, that was just, it's absolutely crazy. I mean, you know what, y'all? Honestly, when it comes to a lot of this racist stuff, the reason why I'm not going to sit here and say racism don't exist. But what I'm saying is the reason why it's so rampant right now because they keep in our face. They, you know, when you watch TV, check this out. Check this out. How come on TV, if I reported the news to you guys, I would say police were alerted to the such and such and block. A police officer shot a young man in the chest. That young man is no longer alive. The young man's name was Tavares Braxton. Da 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 da. Oh no, they're not gonna do that. They're not gonna do that. Hey, we bring you updating this, da 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 da. They make sure they say it like this. A white police officer shot a black. I mean, all of a sudden it's like, oh my God. Oh, we about to get mad now. I mean, they instantly create this thing and then people just dead. They just dive right into it. Next thing you know, we at each other's throat. We mad at the police officers, you know, and that's crazy. That's crazy. Guess what? In my world that I grew up in, guys, there were no black cops but one. His name was Carl. Everybody that's in my area, in that central Illinois area, know for a fact that Carl was the only black police officer, period. So guess what? In Chicago, there was people getting shot and killed all the time. And most of them were black. But it never was no, I mean, how did they get people mind to get trained to look at it as a racist way? All police officers were white. And if a black dude got killed and he was doing something he had no business to do, they never made it a race thing. Why is it today, every time a white police officer kill a black person, we got to have a racist thing? Jesse Jackson didn't want to come in. Al Sharpton didn't want all to come in. But Chicago, every single day, 10, 15 people getting killed almost every day. But ain't nobody coming there. So it's that type of thing where I tell a lot of people, the way I look at it when it comes to this, I can talk about my mama, but you can't talk about my mama. I can kill my own race, but if you white, you can't kill my race, but I can kill my own race. It's crazy. I wish I can get in front of the whole Senate and talk to them about this, but they ain't gonna want to hear it that way. They're not gonna want to hear it. They create this stuff. I don't look at it that way. And this where I really had to kind of, a few of my people I talk to off to the side, you know, I let them know, don't do that. When I say the biggest epidemic amongst blacks is fatherlessness, they'll say, well, no, man, there's white people with single parent homes too. I get that there is, but not at no 80%. Dog, did y'all hear me? It's like almost at 80% now of all blacks, single parent home, no dad. That's crazy. Of all blacks, that is crazy. So what I'm saying is, like, that's why I tell people, don't do that. Don't say, well, you know, white people got single parent homes too. Not at no 80%. I mean, that's like, geez, like that means the 20%, that's me with my sons and still married to my wife. So we part of the 20% that still got the dad in the house. That's terrible. That is terrible. So my point in saying all that is that it's only like that because they teach us to be like that. They teach us to think that way. Why can't, like I said, why can't the news just say a police officer shot a young man, da 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 da? Oh no. A white police officer shot a black young man, and now everybody mad. He wasn't doing nothing. Then you end up reading the boy's story. That's why, man, hey, one of the craziest things that I did at a funeral, when I spoke at a funeral, I got up there and I was like, I'm not going to sit up here and lie. He was terrible. He's dead because of him. He robbed people. He would beat up people. He beat up girls. He broke in people's houses. What did y'all expect? And everybody went, oh, no, you shouldn't say that. Then they want to make up this stuff like he gave his life to the Lord when he was 5 years old. I hate when they do that at funerals. And it's mainly in black funerals. You hear it all the time. They'll sit there and say, you know, he gave his life to the Lord when he was 5 years old. Want to make it seem like he was a saint. The dude sitting there buried in a casket with a with a flannel on with 16 gold chains around his neck with gold teeth in his mouth with shades on. And they talking about I made some people mad. I'm just telling the truth. Like, he is dead because of his lifestyle. He ain't dead because of, oh man, the world would know. He dead because the dude robbed. I mean, come on, he robbed people. And I guarantee one thing in my house, I promise you, you will never, ever, ever see my sons walking around with their pants sagging. I came from that world. I don't even want them to look the part. Well, we shouldn't judge a stereotype. I'm black. I do it. If I'm in my car and I see somebody, I don't care if you white or black, you got your hoodie over your face and I can't see your face, your pants sagging, and you walk like that, walking slowly towards my car, I'm reaching under my dang on seat. I'm gonna have my gun right there because I don't know. I come from the streets. I protected myself from my own kind. I don't care who you are. So I can't get mad at a white person if I'm walking past their car and they lock their doors. You look the part. God, how can you tell the difference between a lion? I mean, golly, people, God gave us a natural look to look at things. You know what I mean? Do alligators look nice? Oh man, I'm just saying. I'm being dead serious. Do alligators look nice? I mean, do they look like you just want to go, oh, come here. Yeah, okay. You dead. Bears don't, I mean, I don't care to a certain extent. People, oh, bears are so cute. Yeah, they're cute in a bear looking way, but you don't. So that's what my point in saying all that is that do a person that's sitting there with their pants sagging down with a big old hoodie on and all this stuff like that, and they talking all like how Raekwon talk, do that look like a person that you want to approach and go, you look like you're really educated? No, I'm saying this myself. I say this when I go to schools and things like that. I talk to them this same way. You look the part. Stop looking the part. You won't have to worry about no police profiling you. Stop looking like somebody they want to profile. It's simple. Sitting there walking through the mall, all I see is dudes, booties and stuff, and they draws. How come? I don't even know why that's not even a law. Well, Whitney Houston, you say I hate hypocrisy. If people say awful things about white people, it's a joke. But if you change the color, suddenly it becomes hurtful. I don't know what you mean. So it must have been something. I mean, I'm not saying that you're not right. I'm just saying what you talking about. I never experienced that, so I don't know, sis. I'm assuming you're a sister. Sterling Ross said to crack. Oh, I got you. It took me a minute to get that, Sterling. No, I know. Hey, Steve Frank Sack, even if we tell them the history of it, they just kind of, yeah, I know that is because people know that started in the prison. It was letting other dudes know that your booty was available. Yes. Somebody said, can they ask me a serious question? Ben TCB54, go ahead and shoot. Yeah, a little bit, Patricia Pritchard. What? Thought somebody just called me. Ben TCB, I just been kind of getting into that lately. What are you? Because where are you about to go? Where you about to go with this question? Is what I want to know. Hey, Beth. Hey, Onks. What I tell people is split that word in half. History is his story. Don't that's his account. All of us got history. It's his story. That's what I'm saying. William Ayers, it is going absolutely wonderful. You're welcome, Beth. I'm glad I was able to do it. Jeanette Kaiser, you crazy. Hey, Oops said, how did it become a fashionable thing? Who they portray in front of our eyes? 50 Cent, them rappers and all that like that. But then when you see these rappers go out in public, like to the red carpet, they ain't dressed like that. Ain't that crazy? Don't you think they're crazy? Jay-Z them showing up in like 50 Cent them showing up like in suits and tuxedos. It's all about an image. It's just like when they push these, I got cars, I own 22s, then you see these people out in the streets doing the same exact thing. They can't even afford that. Not knowing that these rappers only use those cars for the videos, they're advertising. Let me, y'all see like people don't even, that's what I'm saying. I try to teach this to these young kids that you don't understand that people like Jay-Z, 50 Cent, them, they do these videos advertising these cars because guess what? They getting an incentive, a cut. They getting their cut for advertising the Lamborghinis or something like this. They don't have them cars. They use them cars for the videos, but then people from like where I grew up at, you gonna go out knowing good and well. How stupid can you be? You sitting here 22 years old, right? You 22 years old. 22 years old and you got a Bentley sports coupe, and you 22 years old. You ain't got no job. Yeah, the police gonna pull you over. Who car you in? Oh, this is my car. You got license registration? They get a license registration, the police gonna be like, okay, thank you. Police gonna put that number in, they're gonna send it to the feds. The feds gonna call you up. Son, how did you get that car? Because you have to show proof that you're able to afford the car that you're driving. And if you can't, they're gonna confiscate that car and they're gonna get you for tax evasion because you got money from somewhere that you can't show proof of, and they're gonna get you for tax evasion. I know how this works because like I said, come from a family of thugs, killers, and drug dealers. I know how it works. That's another thing. Where that one guy go talking about marijuana? Because I'm gonna say, look how Snoop Doggy Dogg is functioning. He smoke weed every day. Tells you he smoke weed. Beth Johnson, what do you mean? What happened? Wait, time out. Where you at? Hold on. Well, being TCB 54, there's some really good points in there. But man, that'll be for another conversation because this conversation right now is about what we talking about right now. But yeah, I have studied some stuff and I looked into some stuff that I'm not going to talk about right now because I want to have more clarification on it, dealing with the earth and all that, and the Nephilim. So I'm with you, TC. But wait, Kathleen Yoke, you said yes, Whitney. It's always a joke to them. Who is them? When they make fun of white people, who is them? I mean, just be real. Trust me, people in here know I'm not gonna get offended. I want to know who you're talking about. Kathleen said it's always a joke to them when they make fun of white people. Deadwood, you did. You asked him, was he open? Boy, you are nuts. 1980, boy, when I thought you said you were going to bed. But hey, Ryan Burns, it's not just the blacks though, because once I got into college, and like my mentor that I talked to you guys about, that was team physician for the St. Louis Cardinals and all, I've been around people that are millionaires. And I'm talking, man, multi-millionaires. Matter of fact, the man that taught me how to do investments, he's a multi-millionaire. He's in Florida named Bill Spann. Very intelligent man. I've been around so what I'm saying is that I've been down to the lowest and I was taught to think real low and all that to where I got to the highest millionaires and taught how to deal with money and all that. So I know how to do stocks and bonds and know how to do something called covered calls. Yeah, I know how to deal with money and all that. That's why I tell all the time when I'm talking to you guys, I'm like, I'm not in this thing to try to get nobody's money. That's why the person, I want my $6 back. Okay, you can have it. I'll give you extra 10 if you want me to. But what's Periscope, Mr. Oops, or I'm sorry, Miss Oops? Kathleen, your black friends do that? Yeah, Mike Van. Yeah, it is. That Enoch is something else. Lisa Melanak. I can only react to Beth Hart as it comes out. Deadwood, thank you for saying that. Being TCB, if you, I know where you're going with the Earth. I know where you're going, and trust me, it's very interesting. And I'm talking about me. Hey, TCB. That has been one of my main studies for the past 5 months. I've gotten with groups of friends, and we went out and did our own thing. I gotten with a person who's a friend who I went to college with. That his dad is an astrologer, and he let us look through his powerful telescope. And I'm telling you right now, my whole world has completely changed. It scared me. Put it like that. I'm serious. I don't get scared, but when I say scared me, it scared me in the sense like I just feel like I'm buffering. Of course I'm buffering. Unbelievable. Terry Gomes said, when do I sleep? Whenever I go to bed? No, but seriously though, Terry, I can't sleep no more than 5, 6 hours. So usually, no matter whether it's the weekend or the weekday, I don't go to bed till around 1:30 or 2 o'clock. Karen, ooh, y'all better stop, Karen. Karen, you better stop. Y'all about to get. Y'all really dig. I'm gonna lose everybody now. I'm just kidding. Anissa, a rap video? No, it was with the Dashika Shay. When you didn't see it? Ooh, y'all are starting some stuff. Y'all better quit. Yeah, being TCB 54. Yeah, when you take your own things out and you look yourself, Troy Alcorn, no big deal. You see how I am. Look, I think y'all done drew me into it. Lazyites, is it like something that's like really eye opening? Charles Green, you said, are you in the wrong chat? I don't know. You were here earlier. Somebody says there. Yeah, it was a topic here. It went from homosexuality to racism, and now I don't know where we are. I don't know. We talk about space. Is there a space? I mean, who was it that asked me if I, when I looked through that telescope, if I seen any satellites? Karen H. Linden. Now, can I ask you, Karen, why do you ask me that? I really want to know why you asked me that. Oh, was that the guy that didn't want to take no weapons or something like that? He was played by Garfield, the guy that played the Amazing Spider-Man, where he was like a he was a Christian man and he didn't want to use a gun, so all he did was ran and retrieved people. Well, actually, Karen, we didn't see one satellite at all. Somebody just tried to jump on my page and promote themselves, and that cannot happen. So, sir, I'm gonna hide your comment. So, I'm just kind of giving you a little bit of we don't do that here. YouTube doesn't even like that. YouTube actually blocked you and let me know that you did that. So you can't come into my page and try to advertise your page and try to get my subscribers to jump over and come and see you. Hey, do like I did. Start from the ground up. Build yourself, man. People are, I mean, if they like you, they like you. If they don't, they don't. Cole Friedman, what do you do for a living? Everything. No, with this man's telescope, one of them, no, what I'm saying, we pointed that sucker at the moon and it was amazing. And my point is that we didn't see one satellite come across and we was looking at it for like 4 hours. I'm just saying, just something I really only want to get into because I've been, like I said, been doing this for 4 or 5 months now. And Don, you are crazy. I want to talk about me. I want to talk about me. Oh, Whitney, I don't know nothing about that. You said my thoughts on illegal immigrants and the way they are in the press now. Uh, what do you? I'm lost. I'm sorry. Illegal immigrants are in the press. Big boy egg. Barbara said have a brownie. You like what kind of brownie are you talking about? But no, the thing is, even man, we only got to get on that subject again. But even in Jamaica, y'all know how often that stuff is in like these. SLU, Lakeland College. Brownies made from turtles. I don't know about that. I ain't never ate no amphibian brownies. Oh wow. MR in my Facebook, huh? CBEC 2 and currently working on a third for physician's assistant. The first one is in kinesiology and cytology. That's a biology degree. The other one is in physical therapy. So with the cytology, I pretty much was in the process of studying cells to a degree of everything you can possibly know about them, how they function, how the disease processes work, the effect that it has on the body. So pretty much cytology and pathology, pretty much like that. But it's mainly about the cells, everything to a cellular level, to how something that you can't see becomes something that you can physically see. So that's how I know how a lot of things work in the body. So that's why, some people that would sit here and they would get mad and they will say things like, "Oh, you don't know what you're talking about." I'm like, my degree is in cytology. I know. That's what I was saying. And then with the biology part of it, just knowing how, I mean, guys, you can be amazed just what's in a blade of grass. How the blade of grass brings in photons, bounces them around, and goes through this thing called the Krebs cycle, and ends up releasing sugar, forming sugars and all this. Then it gives off oxygen as its waste, and how we breathe in. I mean, it's amazing to blow your mind. I love it. Okay, Lazy Ice, I'm gonna have to check that out, man. Matter of fact, let me. Sergeant York. Drew Mitchum, I don't know, sis. TCB, yeah. Yeah, that'd be awesome to do that. But I'm gonna have to take my time because look, the type of person that I am, no TCB, when I study something, I want to make sure that I have it down to where I can present it without even necessarily having to try to be like caught up with it. Like how I know the Bible and how I know about God, how I know about my craft, physical therapy, nutrition, how I know about how the mind works, like being a health coach and all that. I know my craft. So when it comes to that, man, sir, I'm telling you, people will probably be like, oh, wait a minute. Especially when I looked up being TCB 54, when I looked through that telescope at the stars and I seen what I seen, that did it. When I looked at that moon from that powerful telescope that man had, I mean, his telescope was there. His telescope was the size of it was his garage. His whole garage was his telescope. His garage, I mean, it was like a shed, though, like a freaking mini shed, like where you would park a boat or something, and how his roof opened up like this. And we looked through that thing, man. I didn't see the moon spinning, so I was already like, wait, time out, wait. And we sat there and watched for 4 hours. So whenever they let me come over, I'll sometimes like, that's why I'm glad I can stay up till 2 o'clock. I'll go over there like at 8 o'clock at night and be there till like 12. Or one time we went there like at 12 o'clock and we tried to stay till like 4. I was waiting to see if I can see some. I'm just saying, y'all. Yeah. Look, Regina's like, what did you see? Uh-uh. That moon don't spin. I'm sorry. Hey, I'm just flat out telling you from what I seen with my eyes, watching for 4 hours, that moon didn't spin. And the face of the moon faced the same way all day long, and even during the day, the same face of the moon was still looking at us. I'm just telling you, I just never thought about this stuff because what I'm telling you guys is exactly what I've been put into myself. Is when I told y'all don't go along with what they tell you and how to think. I was told that the earth spins at X amount of thousand miles per hour. I don't know. I don't feel it spinning. And then they talk about how, oh man, y'all don't even want to get into this because being TCB, yes, I do have an Instagram, but since it hasn't been up long, I don't even know what it is, man. I can look it up for you real quick though. C. Beck said, I'm so intrigued. What are you intrigued at, C. Beck? Wendell Hardy, are you being sarcastic or are you being serious? Regina? Somebody left. I wanna. Oh no, Wendy. I'm just saying because. Mm, not everything needs to be seen or known. Well, if somebody's telling me that something is factual, I'm the type of person to say, show me. You just can't, like, for instance, where I come from, the street, somebody say something like, I can dunk a basketball. You like, for real? Show me. And also, you not, hey, I'm sorry, Troy. You might be like that, which, hey, if you like that, that's cool. Not me. I want to see what you talking about. Meryl said the moon spins one rotation per month. That's why we don't see it. So it just goes real quick. Lacey, you said, do I know what I saw when I was looking at the moon? Yeah. Yeah, I know what I seen when I looked at the moon. I saw the moon. No, I'm sorry. That moon was, man, y'all don't make me do this. Y'all gonna get mad at me. uh, oh boy, y'all need to quit. There is somebody in here. There is somebody in here named Wendy, though, wasn't it? I'm sorry, Wendell. I got, hey, that's my mentor's name. My mentor, father figure, greatest man. His name is Wendell. So I'm definitely gonna remember that now. Lacey, when I looked at the moon, it looked exactly like it does when I'm looking at it not through a telescope. It's just closer. Like you go outside, if I go outside right now and looked at the moon and seeing all them little spots and all that on the moon, I can see that with my eye, with my naked eye. When I looked through the telescope, it was just like bam, like right there in your face. But all I'm saying, man, y'all, I don't care. People can get mad at me, discredit me. I do not care. All I'm saying, that moon didn't spin. You can say it rotates once a month, but that must be the slowest rotation in the world because I don't see how nothing that big can be rotating at X amount of thousands of miles and we don't get a chance to see it. With all this technology right now, I mean, what if I put that man, that boy dad has a powerful telescope. The telescope actually, the light that the moon gives off, the telescope it tracks it. And he showed us a 24-hour loop of it. And it wasn't spinning. Well, he couldn't show the 24 hours because once it went away, but then when it came up during the day, he pointed the telescope at the moon again. And I'm just saying, y'all don't get me talking about this because Lacey, I don't know. I'm sorry. I didn't see no moon spinning. Earth gravity, you can call it what you want to. I'm just saying. JT, I think it's a little bit of everything. Y'all have a hard time believing. I'm just saying, I don't. Well, Frank, yeah, he showed me other planets, but you couldn't see no planets because all you seen was the planets looked like the stars. They looked the planets look like stars. I'm just telling you to fly. I'm telling you to. I think y'all can see some people do the stuff on YouTube. They'll show you through their scope. It looks nothing like. It just looked like. This is what it looked like. Have y'all ever been like? Have y'all ever been like? I don't know. How I can even explain this to y'all. I don't know how to explain it. All I know is that it looked like you was looking through. Not a kaleidoscope. It looked like you was looking through like some water. So I'm just saying, then when I started reading the book of Enoch, and even when I started reading the Bible, I'm like, wait a minute. Yes, JT, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Man. And then, JT, did you see when that man rocket up, the fastest rocket to travel? Y'all need to check that out. Frank Wagner, nuh-uh. We didn't clearly make out no rings around no Saturn. I don't care what they tell you about that Hubble. This dude, I'm telling you, this man's telescope is crazy. He's an astronomer. He has a huge, y'all, oh boy. Being TCB, I cannot tell you on that one, sir. Let me try to see. I'm being while I'm on this right now, just so I'm gonna just focus on getting my Instagram. I'm gonna get my Instagram to you right now. So y'all give me a second. I'm gonna pull up this Instagram so I can get it for Mr. TCB. So I'll wait a minute. Give me a second, TC, and I'll okay. Okay, let me see where you are, TCB. That's it right there, TCB. That's a 0. So it's like it's saying modern Renaissance man, but that O is a 0. It's not capitalized. Lacey. Okay. If you say so, Lacey, I'm just telling you, if you saw rings, I would like to take that little telescope y'all had and look at it myself. Because if y'all got this man's telescope beat, I'm impressed. That means he must have had some film. He must have put some film pieces in his telescope and was just messing with us or something. Because all I saw was some shiny bright lights that looked like they were glittering, like they were gleaming behind water. That's what I saw. Whoo, y'all stop. Don't do this to me. Don't do it. Nuh-uh, Ty's not short for Terry. You checking out Ox? Ooh, wow, you roll with the Tyrone. Wow. I'm teasing you, Sterling. What is the Carolina Reaper Challenge, Miss Dawn? What is that? He rolled with Tyrone. Heather Messer says, the earth flat? Yes. Go out there and look. Oh, you talking about that hot chili pepper? No, Don. You trying to get some comedy out of me? I thought I was making y'all laugh enough already. Now you trying to, woo. Ain't no way. No, I make y'all laugh already. I ain't about to do that to me. Troy Acorn said 3 + 3 is 4. Yeah, that's what what is it called? That's what Common Core says. You let Auntie eat that, you're gonna see that squirrel wig go up like this and then it's gonna melt. All right, Ox, take it easy. Valerie, put it in the comment section of any video. A video that you may like, put it in the comment section. Hey, what's his name? Man, I can't think of his name that was just in here. TCB, did you get that? Did you get that Instagram link? Talk about spirit guides. No, Laura, it's Thailand. Thailand. Nope. Put an N. Heather Messer. It's an N. Tylian. JT said wants me to talk about the term we work on lobster boat sneaking up behind someone. William Ayers. Yep, that's right. You got it right. That's how you spell my name. Says 73 watching and 23 thumbs up. What does the thumbs up do? Wendy, it's not a bingo ball machine. It's just I call it the bingo ball because it's like the little ball. Well, I keep it out there in my other area. I just go to it and go like this, and then it rolls out, and I take it. But what I told y'all, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get like a clear tube, and I'm gonna put a little fan under there. I'm just gonna turn it on like how they do with the lottery, and those little balls go around. I'm gonna just let it blow, and like 4 or 5 of them come out. I'm gonna just choose them that way so y'all can see it. Like, and here's the picks for tonight. Oh, I didn't know about the thumbs up thing, Mike Van. I'm glad you told me that. Y'all notice I never beg for them. I don't know any of this stuff. Somebody said they were surprised when I said I had LR. Yeah. I got 2 boys. In a month or 2, they're gonna be 17 and 15. Yeah, TCB, yeah, we can definitely hit on that. Now, Sterling Ross, that's a little too much. JT, that's interesting that you said it because you remember, I don't know if y'all noticed, the other day you guys were asking me about a song that I reacted to. Y'all were saying like, what's the craziest song you reacted to? And I told y'all about the Ginger Pisces. When I turned the video around and showed it, when I got done with my live stream, YouTube pulled it. They pulled my live stream. And then I had to go in there like, why did y'all pull my live stream? And they said, oh, because for 45 seconds you were playing Ginger Pisces and it's copyrighted. So I actually had to go into my live chat and blank all the audio out from that segment that she did. And then they put my video back up. TCB, that's fine. Like I said, the fact that you have my Instagram now, yeah, you definitely can go on there. Cause like I said, what you're talking, if I think you're talking about, I'm just gonna throw the topics out there. If you're talking about things like the firmament, the fake moon landing, and the Earth being flat, and Nephilim and sprites, and things like that, then yeah, my study has been for 5 months, and I've been on it heavy. I've been on it real heavy. It just blows my mind that, I don't know why we haven't gone back yet. So with all this new technology and gadgets and stuff that we have right now, I don't know why. William Ayers, what do I think this planet will be like when we're gone? Exactly how it is right now. Patricia Pritchard, if you look at what a sprite is, for some odd reason, a sprite looks like a flash. It just looks like a flash. It don't even look like really lightning. It just looked like, like how fireworks go off when they go and they boom and you see that they look like that, but they're above the clouds. They actually come out and hit the clouds, and then lightning comes out from underneath the cloud. It's amazing. Look it up. You can look it up right now. Patricia Pritchard, you can look up. Just put in YouTube, put in sprites, and there's video recordings of it. They don't even teach us or talk about this stuff in school. So that's what I'm saying. A lot of this stuff is just they teach you what they want you to know. Well, here's the thing, April Davis, I know what you're talking about, but here's the thing. If I am guided by the ultimate spirit being, spirits can't mess with me. I've dealt with them. I've cast spirits out of people. I'm just telling y'all the truth. I don't care if people believe, I don't believe crap. Well, you don't have to. You probably never experienced. Oh, that's just only in movies. Yeah, you're right. The people in the movies are acting, but when you see the stuff for real, I bet you it changes your mind. You be running up out of there. Whitney Houston, I don't think you're crazy. I don't think you're crazy at all. I don't think nobody is crazy for what they. I don't think nobody. Troy Alcorn, come on now. I don't think nobody is crazy because they believe in what they believe. I don't do that. People, I mean, God, geez, look, people think I'm crazy because what I believe in God. I mean, so it's like it's like it's equal playing. I mean, somebody say, "Oh, you believe in God? Oh yeah, you crazy." And I say, "What? You do witchcraft? Oh yeah, you crazy." But I know the person that do witchcraft. I know what they're doing it for or whatever. But I'm just saying, I don't. The whole thing is that the devil and spirits don't care if you believe that they exist or not. It doesn't mean they don't. I cannot give out the information about where I work. I don't even tell nobody where I live because I live in 4 different places. See, here we go. Williams, are you throwing out brochure stuff again? I know what you're saying, though. Guys, if y'all want to talk about, do y'all really want to talk about this moon landing stuff and this flat earth stuff? If y'all do, I'll talk about it for what I've studied and what I've learned thus far. Oh boy. See, Sammy says, that's the thing. It has to do with my occupation or nothing. The way I am right now, I've been like this since I probably was around 16 years old. Once I had that experience with God, it's been like up like that since. I've been positive because I'm telling you, man, that's why whenever I meet preachers or pastors and they try to show me how, oh man, I love the Lord and I got Christ in me and da 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 da, and then their wives are looking like, and then you find out some of them. I mean, I met pastors that have like committed adultery in their office with people. So that's what I'm saying. That my circle is really small. Y'all have no idea. My circle is really, really small. Like the most people that are in my circle are probably 5. That's it. That's it. My circle contains 5 people because everybody else, people are going to be people. You know what I'm saying? I'll give y'all the truth that I know it as it is. I'll give you assistance, health, health, HEALTH. I'll give you health information, spiritual information, Bible information. I just tell y'all the truth, all that good stuff like that. But at the same time, if y'all will sit there and say, screw you, MRM, I'm never talking to you again, I would not even be mad at you. I'd be like, well, I'm sorry that whatever I did or said offended you, but I hope you find happiness in your journey along this life. But I'm not gonna be mad. I've been through too much stuff and experienced too much stuff. I don't know. I just can't. The experience that I have with God just doesn't allow me to even get like that. That's all I can. That's the best way I can explain it. No, I'm serious, y'all. I know what I said about pastors. I hate when they try to. You know what? I'm just telling y'all the truth. I'm just telling y'all the truth about the stuff that I experienced amongst churches. I mean, I'm talking to where people try to coerce how they want you to preach. They try to make you say things and call out people's names in the audience and make it seem like you some type of gift or prophet. I'm telling y'all have no idea what go there. You want to know where a lot of devils are? A lot of devils are in church. They are over churches. I'm just telling y'all the flat out truth. It is the truth. Church, y'all, I have a video on here right now called, I have a video in my, that's why I tell people, check out, a lot of times, a lot of questions that you guys are asking me, I actually answer these questions in my playlist. That's why I said at the beginning of my videos, check out my playlist, my church/God topics. I answer a ton of y'all questions that y'all been asking me tonight in there. I'm telling you, that's why I'm saying, man, if you are able to get a hold of what I got a hold of, you will see the world in a total different way. You will see the world in a total different way. Because I'm trying to see it the way that he sees it. He don't see no color, no creed. It's love. You're not going to be able to change a person anyway. I can't change you. I can try to help coerce you into the person that can change you. But me, I can't change you. I can't change you. Wait, time out. Wait, there's name calling going on in here. Who called somebody a coward? Cosmic dust? Yeah, but on my church/God topic, there's an area in there that I talk about. I have a topic on this video. It's called to preach or taught to preach, because there is a huge difference. Like right now. Yeah, cosmic dust. I just want to know, yeah, because we don't do that in here. Okay, so I'm just waiting, because if he's gonna continue to blast out names or anything like that, then I'm just gonna boot you out. Drew Mitchum, that's absolutely right. There is, I mean, there, now, like, here's a dangerous thing. When I was around 16 years, 15 years old, I moved in with my pastor. Sat at this man's feet, talked all the time about things. Got my own relationship, learned how to study and all these things like that. God showed me how to study and all this. Why talk Jay to me? Okay, I own Cosmic Dust. If you got a legitimate question, go ahead and shoot. But I don't know if you're just trying to do this for attention or what. But anyway, like I was saying, it is a thing where I know I went throughout my church life with friends. My battery is getting low. I went throughout my church life with friends that they went to church and they went to school to become pastors. So my thing is this: they were taught to be pastors. It's just like how you were taught to be like a typist, or you might be taught to be a carpenter. You learn how to cut wood and all that. Hold on, give me a second. There's a lot going on. Let me go get my charger real quick. He said my pants are up. You darn right they are. I'm putting my charger in here, people. It's the poltergeist. Are people trying to solicit my chat room? What happened? Okay, let me go back up because I'm missing some stuff. What? No, I'm talking about this. I don't know if somebody's trying to solicit. Sammy says whatever. Did you have at the end of my videos? I always say I hope and pray that everybody has food, shelter, and clothing. Right? I say that at the end of all my videos. So if you have that, you were not poor. Barrelin, I see your comment right there. I got to look into that. Honestly, I just really wanted Wicked them to go ahead and take care of her family. I didn't. Okay, Mike Van said he said he was atheist, and for you to talk to him, then he called you a coward for not talking to him about it. That's not gonna work. I mean, that's an attention getter. If that's the way I'm looking at that, he's trying to just get my attention. I mean, you really trying to get my attention, calling me a name ain't gonna be no way of doing it. I tell people all the time when I get called names, that's probably why. I mean, I don't see it. It just bounces off. So that's not gonna get Wicked Gaming. The thing is though is that he can call me names, but it's not going to work. I mean, I really don't. Whitney, it's all right. If this your first time being in the chat room, they will tell you when we really get on some stuff. Okay, so Cosmic Dust, so open to free thought. So Cosmic Dust, I'm addressing you right now. What is it that you are trying to ask? But if you start throwing shots and all that, I'm just gonna boot you off. I'm not mad at you, nothing like that. I just don't do stuff. I just don't deal with petty stuff. I just don't. It's too easy for me. Whitney, you said it turned sour. Why do you think it turned sour? Matt, what's going on, bro? Did you do that today? Did you send that today, Matt? Matt, what is your name on there? Wow, Whitney. Yeah. Hey, seriously. Hey, if y'all notice any of that, y'all let me know. Man, I'm gonna have to check that out, man. I really am, because I think right what I started doing, Matt, is whenever I started making my little tribute to the subscribers and all that, I was specifically not looking at the email name. I was just looking at the subject, and if the subject said something like pictures for the New Year's thing, then I would go and just look at those. Okay, you said you wonder why I believe in Abrahamic religion. Cosmic Dust, I don't. Is that simple enough for you? I don't. Okay, Matt, I'll check it out. Cosmic, you want me to explain how I don't believe in Abrahamic religion? If you ask me if I like, let's see, if I don't, okay, if you ask me, I don't know how to explain that to you because I just don't. I don't know what to say, man. I'm serious. I'm not making fun. I'm not laughing at you per se. But if you ask me if I like the winter, I would just say no. And if you say I don't, I would say because I don't like the cold. So if you ask me, I don't know. I don't. You say put it like this. If you look at my church slash God topics, I tell people I'm not religious. So that just eliminated your question. Whitney, that's what I'm saying. Whitney Houston, that's what we do here. Well, I would hope people would do that. I don't. See, I got, like I said, I have a lot of subscribers that are atheists, and we have mutual respect for each other. And I mean, it's cool, but it's just like when people throw terms out, I look into the words because people can be slick with them. Somebody said their Google speaker answered me. See, Beck, yeah, I mean, I don't know. I just don't. I mean, when you say the Abrahamic religion, I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm not of no religion. I follow Christ. I follow God. That's it. That's not a religion. That's just a spiritual being that I talk to and he talks to me back, and that's it. I'm not no medium. I'm not no special prophet. I'm not anything like that. I'm just a guy that God talks to me and cares about me and he loves me. I know that for a fact. I don't know how I can explain that to you, but if you have a relationship with somebody, you will be able to explain that to me, right? So that's what I tell people. I can explain it to you. Now, I can sit here and tell you too about my wife and how I have a relationship with my wife, and you would say, well, show me your wife. I'm like, no, because I don't do that. My wife, my relationship, my boys, my family, that's a private thing. But if you talk about God, I would say, won't you ask God to show you? He'll prove himself to you. Oh, wicked. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. I know exactly what you're talking about, sis. Because I forget that your name is different in Patron. Um, so Stardust, guys, it's saying my phone battery is low. So I'm telling y'all right now that if this camera dies off, then I'll change phones. Hi, I'm new to the channel. You seem like a kind-hearted guy that has a good outlook on life. Good vibes. Thank you, Luna Sky. I definitely do. I don't just have a great outlook on life. I live the outlook, if you know what I mean. What? Drew, are you serious? That's crazy. What if you ask Drew, I don't what if you ask Alexa who Muhammad is or anything like that? Does it say? No, William Ayers, if this chat dies off, I'm gonna plug in a different camera and just use that one. Tina Flannery, that's not a wrong discussion. You just asking a legit question. It says he's a wise man that did great things. That's messed up. Alexa shouldn't mention if he's fictional or real, since that is a matter of your beliefs. Oh no, actually, it's taught in school. Oh my God, I got a storage. I still got my history book from when I was in high school. This, this taught. It was taught in history. Jesus was taught in our history class. Wait, Cosmic Dust, you said the truth hurts. What truth? Because the truth can hurt. I know the way, the truth, and the life. You're right. The truth can hurt. People already know in here that if people are begging me for shout outs, I don't do it. I really don't understand that. Okay, William Ayers, there you go. If you in here trying to solicit subs, I'm about to boot you out. If you about to give a sorry, sad story saying I'm lonely and I don't have no subscribers, then you in this for the wrong thing. If your heart is not in this and you really, I mean, if you just want subs for the sake of having subs, to me, that's dumb. I'm not trying to be rude. That's crazy. You want subscribers for the sake of telling people I got subscribers? That's crazy. I don't understand. If there's anybody out there that does it for that reason, that's just crazy. I started this thing talking about church/God topics, relationships, trying to help people, and it's grown into what it is right now. We're doing really good, but I never, I tell people, don't subscribe to me yet. Check out some of my other videos, get an idea of who I am and what I'm about before subscribing. Because reason why I like to do that too, I mean, I don't mind discussing things with people at all. I really don't. I love it. But if people get an idea of who I am, what I'm about, at least they can say, oh, well, hey, man, I don't want to subscribe here because I don't want to get into this. I don't believe in his God. So I'm not going to go on his page. He's talking about God and I don't want to hear it. But then if they do subscribe to me and I'm talking about God, then they want to jump in and say, well, you can't prove. And it's like, okay, that's why I say I've been doing this for too long. I've argued with the top-notch argument people. I mean, top atheists and top Bill Not a Science Guy top people. And it's a conversation that just doesn't go nowhere. If you say, I mean, that's why I just don't do it no more. But if you're really asking me because you're trying to inquire, I'll talk to you. But if you're doing it just like, show me, I want you to show me, show me some proof. I'm not going to do that. I'm just not going to do that because you go out, if you had any kind of biology and if you know how the human body works, if you know that a freaking sperm cell has DNA in it that has all this encoded information and it gets with a female egg and it fertilizes the egg and then it has an X and Y chromosome and the male sperm determines whether it's going to be I mean, you telling me you can look at that and they know that and say, oh, that's just by chance. That's why that's why I don't go into it. Oh my God. Some cells one day just said, you know what? We just gonna cluster together and just form all life and let's make some I mean, that's why I said I don't even argue that no more. It's just a never-ending conversation. I just say, you know what? Do you like hamburgers? What hamburgers do you like? Okay, well, hey, Culver's got good burgers, or cheeseburger got good burgers, or Fat Burger's got good burgers. We can just move on to talk about food because this conversation that we about to have, whether you're trying to argue with me that God doesn't exist or not, I'm not gonna get into it because I don't have to sit there and try to prove. Nobody can take my experience away from me. And I don't think y'all can see that, but yeah, Johnny Techno, I told you the degree I have in kinesiology and cytology, that's what we studied a lot. There is people that have and they, you know what, they actually suffer from a lot of pain because of that. And what's strange about that is that it from what we're told, that could have been this person's other twin, possibly. It's strange, but yeah, people there. Matter of fact, I think it's a very, very small population, though. I mean, I think that's like less than 1%, and I think it's only one girl that we knew of that when I was in school, we talked about her that she had two sets of DNA. on the cook. Yeah. Okay, so like I told y'all, if we gonna get in here, Valerie Whitehill, that's what I'm talking about. That's what we talking about. It's awesome. There's nothing wrong with that. The problem with it a lot of times is that, see, that's why you guys like, and that's why whenever I told you I have preached and taught at so many different places. That's why when people ask me, "What are you?" I'm like, "What do you mean?" They say, "Are you Baptist? Are you Pentecostal? Are you Apostolic? Are you Presbyterian? Are you Catholic? Are you Church of God in Christ? Are you Latter-day Saints? Are you Mormon?" I say, "Well, do you read the Bible and do you believe in the Bible?" They'll say, "Oh yeah, I do." I said, "Well, what did Jesus them call themselves? What did Paul and Peter them call themselves?" They'll say, "Well, they didn't call themselves nothing." I say, "Well, that's what I am." And I promise you, I'm dead serious when I tell y'all that. I kid you not. That's what I'm saying. I just call myself that. I'm whatever Jesus and the apostles them were. If they didn't go around saying I'm a Methodist or I'm a Lutheran, I'm not gonna go around doing that, because what it does, I've done this for too long. It put up a wall. If I sat there and told somebody, "Oh yeah, I'm apostolic," and they're like, "Well, I'm Baptist," all of a sudden, Baptists believe this way. Well, apostolics, they believe this way. Or what, Presbyterians, they believe in this. Oh man, Church of God in Christ, they believe in this. All of a sudden, this wall go up and we can't even be friends or nothing like that. All because of you believe a certain way. That's why I never do that. I didn't, man, from me doing this and the way God had me do this, I I have been able to teach in Catholic churches. I've been able to teach in Presbyterian churches, Lutheran churches, Baptist. I have preached and taught in all these different churches, all because I don't do that. I don't put up no wall and to classify myself. So because I'm this type of minister, I'm only going to preach in the Baptist circle. I'm only going to preach in the Presbyterian circle. I'm only going to preach in no. People know when they see it in you. Oh wow, here we go. See, that's what I'm saying. WV man, I'm just gonna tell you right now, I'm not gonna do that, and it ain't gonna be because you're gonna be able to try to intellectualize and disprove me not being able to say that God doesn't exist. Da 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 da. It just that I'm just not. I've done this for too long. I'm not gonna do that. I already know what questions you're gonna ask, and I know already what rebuttal you're gonna have that you think I'm gonna answer. I mean, I've done this for too long, so I just don't do that. If you want to know if God is real or anything like that, I'll talk to you all day about that. But if it's in here for you to just try to show me and try to intellectualize that I can't prove God is real, because what you're saying right now, the same way you're saying this right now, 100 or more people have said it to me in the exact same way, as if y'all got a brochure to say this is what you ask Christian folks that thinks God exists. So I told you I've been doing this for too long. I'm not gonna do that. So you might get mad at me, but I'm not gonna do that, sir. I told you I knew it. Yes. So a brochure has taught you that. A brochure or a taught you that. Right. Kimberly Caldwell, when you say religions are made man-made and all that, that's what I'm talking about. That's why I tell people, I said I'm not religious. Well, here's the thing. WV man, you said I misunderstood you. You said I am arguing for God's existence, but he don't need your help or mine. He created this whole world. I don't think he need neither one of our help to prove that he exists. He didn't know. When I was on that, everybody know I told this story. When I was on that floor crying out and called on all the gods that I knew to call on, when one showed up, I'm just telling you, he didn't need nobody help to prove. This wasn't nobody coming in and witnessing to me and knocking on the door to Christ. It was none of that. He got my attention himself. So what I'm saying is, he don't. The dude created this whole world. He don't need my help to try to prove that he exists. I mean, when we get to heaven one day, you can ask Paul. When that flashlight hit Paul and all that, I mean, Paul was getting ready to go kill some Christians. And let me see. I'm about to refresh this because a few people are about to get booted. Oh, Whitney Houston. They support it. The thing is, like a lot of my cousins and like my mom, my aunts, and all them. They like people that see it. They're like, oh my God, this dude is crazy. He's funny. He's kind. He's all these things. He's a musician. He's a minister. But my family and them all like he been like that since he was little. They tell you I've been crazy like this since I was little. What I mean by crazy, I mean like in a funny way. That matter of fact, I was told all my life while growing up, it was like, boy, you gonna definitely be a comedian when you get older. Cause I know, I mean, I was one of those kids that I looked and I watched people intently, and then when I would do that, I just found a way to be able to imitate them. I would be like on my own in my room, sitting there studying their posture and their voices and all that, and it just became like a thing. Who in here? Wait, cause somebody keep on throwing. YouTube keep on alerting me in my chat that somebody is throwing things out. Laura Watson, you have a good night, sis. Don said, who are these people and the stuff they're saying? Yeah, I know. Oh, okay. Well, WV man, hey, I apologize then. I ain't see that at the same time. I ain't know if you because what I am and who I believe in with God. I don't know if people be, you know what I'm saying? That's how a lot of the people that just want to argue for the sake of it, that's how they usually come at me. So at the same time, there's been Christian people to come at me like that too to try to see, and like they told me, I'm trying to test our iron sharpening iron type thing. I'm no. The early church was called the Way. Oh, WV man, I see what you're saying right there. Okay. Like I said, like I told you, everybody know I'm like, hey, look at that. I assumed that you was going somewhere with what you were saying. So like I told you, I'm publicly, whether you were right here in my face or whatever, I apologize for assuming that that's what you were going with that. So my apologies to you, sir or ma'am. I don't know which one you are, but being TCB, yes, I seen the Passion of Christ. I already said goodnight to Laura, didn't I? Okay, who gave these kids gun anime? If you continue just to throw random things in there, it's gonna be who gave you the boot out of this chat room. Meet May. I don't know if Wicked is still here. What do I want the world to be like in the future? I don't know what you mean by that. Okay, Wicked, somebody was asking if you were still here, sis. Patricia Pritchard? Okay, you said, why don't I believe in reincarnation? Because of this. Oh my gosh. Before I even knew anything of a Bible, I was already led by God. I'm just telling you the flat out truth. I was already led by God. Okay? So now, I'm not going to go into much detail on that. If you want details on that, that can be for another time. But I was already led by God before I knew anything in the Bible. It's written in the Bible where Paul, I think he said, it is appointed for man to die, after that the judgment. So now I'm buffering. Oh my God. Yeah, I'm buffering. William Ayers, you have a good night or morning, sir. Well, I don't know. You know what? Like, okay, people always come to me, like a lot of my people I talk to, people like they've been in prison and different things like that. They get scared, or even like people just in churches. I mean, I got people from other pastors' churches calling me, and man, I'm so scared right now because the world is getting so bad. You know, everything is getting. I said, no, it's not. No, it's not. Who told you that? Where'd they come from? Well, you know, they in the news. It shows, see, that's the problem. See, that's why I tell y'all, I only find out things with the news and all that because of either you guys tell me, my patients tell me, some friends tell me. That's the only way I find out. Otherwise, my world is great. You know what I mean? Now, if I get pulled into all that stuff, then it does look like, man, this just is so, everything is just so tragic. Everything is so bad. I mean, go tell that to some people that live, like even some everywhere in Jamaica. Go to like in the mountains and talk to people in Jamaica talking about, look how bad the world is getting. They're gonna be like, we don't know what you're talking about right now. What you mean? What you mean? What this you're talking about? Because they were fine until you came with this news. You know what I'm trying to say? So what I tell people, things aren't getting worse at all. It's just that everybody has what y'all are looking at me through. Everybody has a camera in their hand and more exposure is to it now. But it's not like that stuff never stopped happening. You know what I'm trying to say? Everything we see going on has always been going on. It's just now everybody's pulling out a phone and showing it. So it looks like it's getting bad or it's getting worse. No, it's just that there's more exposure to it now. The Flannery. Wait, Drew, you said boot who? Who we talking about, Drew? Patricia, you talking about the part? Oh, I'm sorry, Patricia. You said the you want the part that said it's appointed for man to die once. Give me a second, Patricia. I'll pull it up. It's Hebrews 9 and 27. I told people I'm doing it like Jesus did. A lot of times I can't. There was a time where I'd be able to just tell you exactly what the scripture is, but that didn't matter because nobody cared how smart I was in knowing where it was in the Bible. Jesus said, hey, it's written, thou shalt not worship any, Jesus. So I'm doing like Jesus did. I'll say it's written in the Bible. Da 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 da. So I'm sorry I took a long to get to that question, but a lot of these are flying in, Patricia. Hopefully they, again, I think I said Hebrews 9 and 27. Wicked Gaming, you said nobody that's regular here know what the heck is going on. Yeah, right. This is a little different for us, isn't it? We hitting on everything. That's what I'm saying. If you really don't look at stuff and study stuff or learn it for yourself, you just all you can go with is what everybody else is saying. For instance, they told me if you don't let your sons get vaccinated, they can't go to school. How many of y'all been told that? Have any of y'all ever been told that if you don't get your kids their shots, they can't go to school? Did y'all know that's not true? My sons aren't. Ain't that crazy? They're not going to tell you that. They're not going to tell you that you don't know your, no, my sons are not. They are about to, like I told you, they're about to be 17 and 15 and they are not vaccinated and they go to school. How is that? That's what I'm saying, man. Y'all, man. Guess what? I forget it's called like a DH61 form. You sign it and fill it out. That's it. And guess what they tell you? If an epidemic breaks out at the school, your child has to stay at home. Who's not gonna keep their kid at home? I'm telling you, that's what I'm talking about. This word of mouth, it question everything. I'm talking about question everything. Question the medicine your doctor is giving you. Question them telling you you need to take this medication because you got high blood. Question everything. Question me. I mean, man, I'm just telling y'all the truth, man. That's crazy. Wait, time out. Jeff Tindall said, shut up talking about God. Who are you talking to? I'm just trying to get some stuff settled because you already know. Well, I don't know if you know, Tindall, but we know this is not the chat room where we do that in. We try to keep everything on a nice little playing level, whether we agree or disagree, but we don't come in with, like me, I don't sit here and tell nobody in this chat room to shut up, or I don't, in other words, especially another grown, I don't tell no grown up what to do, and I expect no grown up to try to tell me what to do. So if that's the route we're going to be going, I hope it's not. I want you to stay in here and all that good stuff and stay in this chat. But if that's the route we're going to be going, I'm not the one that's going to be leaving. So I'm not, like I said, it's cool though, but I'm just letting you know. Right, JT, it's just going all over the place, ain't it? Y'all want to know something? I once ate a brownie. Oh, man. Seebeck said, Jeff is hating you. Who is Jeff? Your little sister was on your laptop? Lacey, when you said I can't find the place that Ty is reading from, now I'm at you. Can y'all imagine if this was like if all of us were like what they call it, Skyping or FaceTiming right now? Can you imagine what it would sound like right now? It would sound like a crowded room or something. Like, it would sound crazy. Robert Blakely, we talked about everything. I mean, Jesse Bronson, no, it's not. If you said she works at the Heart Center and they told her if she had to get the flu shot or lose her job, she had to look into the bylaws. But the thing they would tell you is that if you don't get the flu shot, she has to wear a mask. So no, that word of mouth stuff. If anybody tells you anything like that, like I said, seek truth out. Show me in writing. Show me in the jobs policy that tells me, because I was told that too. They said you got to get the flu shot, or I'm like, or what? Well, you just got to get the flu shot. No, if I don't get the flu shot, what's going to happen? Well, no. Where is it at in the policy that told me that I cannot get that I have to get this flu shot? Can you show me? Because if that's the case, no. But no. So what they said, well then, okay, well here's the thing. Whenever you go into a patient's room, you have to have a mask on. All right, so be it. I'll wear a mask. Yes, the new thing they do, they say, okay, y'all, mercury is one of the most highly toxic neurological things to human beings, period. Mercury is. Y'all, if you on your computer, you can Google it right now. They got a new name. Well, they don't put mercury in the vaccination no more. They put thimerosal in there, which is a derivative, which pretty much is another name for mercury. It's crazy the way they get these little loopholes and get around it. That's why I'm so thankful that I would have studied anyway, but just going through the cytology part of my schooling and all that, knowing about pathology and all this, they even made us take pharmacology, which I don't know why, but I guess that'd help out in the PA part of it. But no, I don't have no feelings in my mouth. My sons don't. And no, mercury is detrimental. And why is it that when we did like our cadavers, when we had to do cadavers, why is it that some of our cadavers we found aluminum and mercury in the brain, looking just like it does in those old thermostats? Remember how mercury looked in the old school thermostats? It looked just like that in the stem part of their brain. And most of these people were all Alzheimer's and Parkinson's patients. I'm telling y'all, I don't care. People can say whatever. You can call me a conspiracy theorist. I don't care what you call me. All I know is this. My sons don't get sick. I don't get sick. My wife don't get sick. My family don't get sick. And none of us are vaccinated. And people can hate me and call me stupid. You can do all you want to. All I know is my sons are healthy, don't suffer from no strange ailments or nothing like that. They don't miss school. They get awards every year for not missing school and da 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 da. So, but hey, if you get your child vaccinated and you think that's best for them, hey, I'm all for you. But I'm just telling you, after knowing the truth about it, though, God Lord, vaccinations exist to stop people from getting diseases. Why can't you still get? How come you still get a disease if you get vaccinated? I'm gonna tell y'all something. I will show y'all when I pull this out. I ain't gonna. Nope. I take that back. I had to get a vaccination in order to keep my track and field scholarship. It was the meningitis vaccination. I'm featured in our school's newspaper, sitting there getting this shot for the meningitis. Right. 3 weeks later, I have full-blown meningitis. I don't care if people believe me or not. I will call the hospital and ask them for my records when I got admitted just to prove to y'all. I will show y'all my newspaper article with me sitting in the nurse's office getting the meningitis shot, because if I didn't get the meningitis shot, I couldn't keep my scholarship. I got that one meningitis shot, and I'm telling you, 3 weeks later, I have full-blown bacterial meningitis. I didn't even know what was going on. I just know I had a really crazy headache. My head felt like it was doing like this. And usually I can sleep a headache off. And usually when I get bad headaches, I'll juice. I try to do my carrot and apple. It was not doing nothing. Usually if I get a headache, I'll juice like 6 carrots and 2 Granny Smith apples. And so since it was pretty bad, I did it like I would normally do for some of my cancer patients or some of my people that got tuberculosis or different type of ailments. Anyway, I juice 6 carrots and 2 Granny Smith apples every hour. Headache was not going no way. Every time I tried to look down and pee, I got the god awful pain shooting up my spine. So I just told my wife, I'm gonna just go to the hospital. Something is really different about this. I tried to go to sleep before I went to the hospital. I could not sleep. I went to the hospital, talked to the doctor. Sir, this is what's going on with me. I can't shake this headache. Da 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 da. And when I said to that doctor, I said, every time I look down and when I look down, I said, I have to listen for when I pee. I can't look down. He got bucked-eyed. Take him back to the tree right now. Get him under there, do a spinal tap. I'm like, wait a minute, what's going on? I'm freaking out, getting scared. They laid me on the table, turned me on my side, had me curl up, and he came in there with a freaking needle like this long. He stuck it in my back. I'm like, wait, what's going on? He's like, be still. He went on ahead and drew back. He said, I think you might have meningitis. I'm like, no, I can't have meningitis. I just got the meningitis shot, 3 weeks ago. Ain't no way, So guess what? They did the culture, came back. We're going to keep you in here for 2 or 3 days. He said, because you have bacterial meningitis. He said, and I'm going to tell you something else. Thank God that you did not go to sleep. He said, because if you would have went to sleep, you wouldn't have woke up. Right? I said to that doctor, look, I'm in school right now. I'm in school. We study cytology. How in the world did I get bacterial meningitis? How? I just want to know how. He's like, well, sometimes, you athletes, you guys are in real top tip shape, whatever. Sometimes if you get a cold, you won't notice that you get a cold and you really don't feel it. But sometimes that cold can go and hide in your spinal cord canal where your cerebral spinal fluid is. And I cut him off and said, sir, I'm studying cytology right now. That is physiologically impossible for a cold to sit there and cross that hard barrier of the cerebral spinal fluid and get in there and become bacterial meningitis. He turned red. I said, sir, did I have a bad culture? Don't worry, I'm not going to sue the school. I just want to know what happened. And so, they went and took a lot of the vials that was there, and they said, well, there was a few of them that they found that were a little bit contaminated, and one of the ones I might have gotten probably was. Just like that. So I don't care if people believe me or not. I got the proof from the medical records, and I got the proof of me getting the shot with me sitting there. So that's the only time that I've ever had anything like that. Wow, Johnny Techno, I'm sorry to hear that. Wait, Jeff Tyndall, you said your sister won't stop typing what? Well, your sister's gonna get y'all booted. Whitney Houston, if there was a huge outbreak of a disease, I still wouldn't do the vaccination. I'm telling you the God honest truth. I go to a place every day where people are in the hospital diseased with stuff. I just follow the universal precautions. I wash my hands. That's it. And if it's something, or if the room says full isolation, I put on the gloves, I put on the gown, I put on the mask. I've been doing this for one, the therapy portion of it, I've been doing it for almost 10 years. And nothing. I've been around people that have AIDS, HIV, hepatitis A, B, and C. I've been around tuberculosis. I've been around cirrhosis. I've been around dermatitis. I've been around pemphigus vulgaris. I mean, I've been around it all and have not gotten nothing. So, and they'll tell you the hospital is a place where you more prone to get sick in the hospital than anywhere else. But I've not gotten anything. I'm telling you, man, y'all. This world has gotten people scared. And then I'm the one that's looked at crazy because I'm not scared. I'm not scared of diseases and all that. Follow the universal precautions. Some of the patients that I treat, they tell me that they're like, honey, I got the flu. And then one or two things that happen. I say, well, can you put a mask on? And then I'm going to put a mask on too. We'll do our treatments no matter what. Even though I got gloves on, I'll take my gloves off. I'll wash my hands. And then after I wash my hands, I'll put sanitizer on my hands. And sometimes everywhere that in that house, that if I do home health, anywhere that I touched in their house, I'll wipe the door with hand sanitizer or with some alcohol pads, no matter what. That's what I've done. And I've been good. That's it. But what's crazy about this whole thing is after they give people these flu shots, they'll turn around and tell you the flu shot worked at 2%. Like last year, I think the flu shot was at its worst in what it did. I mean, man, if you only knew, if they showed you how unique your body and your immune system was, you would be so just pumped up to be like, yeah, like, man, if you knew what these fruits and vegetables did and what they contain and what they pack, oh my gosh, please. But they want to show a small, mediocre way. Fruits and vegetables have been known to fight cancer. Oh, please, they eradicate cancer. Especially if you flood your body with it. You flood your body with all that nutrition, all those fruits, all those minerals, vitamins, and live enzymes. Man, I'm telling y'all. TCB, I tell a lot of my subscribers on here, I'm telling you, look at something called the Gerson therapy, Gerson. Y'all, it's a reason why God put Adam and Eve in the garden and he told them to eat of all these fruits and vegetables. He called it all fruit. We just start labeling stuff vegetables. But anyway, he told them to eat of all those things, and he told them not to eat from the tree of knowledge of good and evil. We already know that story, okay? My point in saying all that is, where did God put them in first? He put them in a garden. So here's my question. Why do we eat? Now, you say we eat to survive, okay. But my question is, look how, I'm talking to believers in here, so ones that might be atheists or whatever, I'm not talking to y'all. Why did God make fruit and vegetables appeal to our senses? Have you ever y'all go to a Walmart, look how beautiful the produce is. It's like the same color spectrum of the rainbow. Oranges are orange, bananas are yellow, apples are red, blueberries, even though they're not really blue, they're kind of purplish, but there are some blueberries that's just dark blue. Eggplants are purple. All these fruits and vegetables are these beautiful colors like the rainbow. They appeal to our eyesight. That's one sense. Now, what do you do when you get a fruit or vegetable? You pick it up. It's appealing to your sense of touch, right? When you pick it up, if you can't crack it open, you will smell it. But if you do crack it open, you're going to smell it. Your olfactory nerves in your nose and all that going to kind of give you a sense of, oh, this smells like it might be, sweet or good. And then what do you do after that? You stick your tongue on it and you taste it. But the point is, why did God make it appeal to us that way? Why do we eat it? Why do we do it? It's because God knew that was going to be the very thing that sustained this human body that he designed. But oh no, the world don't, oh my God, man, the world don't want it that way. The world wanted you to get all this stuff, to get all these preservatives and all these dyes and stuff in it. Like, what would the cereal look like if they didn't put dye in it? Would that still keep us from eating it? Because if you tell me one of the healthy things you can eat, don't really have no color in it at all. Look at oatmeal. Quaker oats, they come in that big old that big old cylinder where the man I always thought was Benjamin Franklin or one of the pilgrims. I don't know who he is, but he on the front of that Quaker oats, big old circular thing. That stuff just looked like, I don't know, it just looked like powder, but it's oatmeal. Valerie Whitehill is because I work in medicine. I'm in therapy and then currently in school for PA. That that y'all pharmaceuticals are ruling the world, and this is probably gonna start buffering. I'm gonna get kicked out of YouTube like it always does. Oddest Sparta, yeah, a lot of times I do. Wait, Whitney Houston, you said there are arguments occurring with who? No, C-Back, no, you got it right. You spelled it right, C-Back. I'm sorry, I started talking in here, guys, and I stopped seeing these comments. Oh, JT, somebody 12, let me find 1221. Oh no, 1221 trying to met 12. Wait, let me find who 1221 is because they about to be gone. Let me just find that name. I got you, Wicked. I'm looking for it right now. Yeah, y'all keep on letting me know about stuff like this. 1221. What 1221, what's your deal? I'm trying to give you the benefit of the doubt, but these patrons and these subscribers on here and the ones that are MRMIs, they know that we are a peaceful group. So if there's anything that's disrupting our peace, they're gonna let me know. And if it's disrupting peace, I don't mess around with that. Wicked Gaming is not, she is not in position for you to even be throwing shots at her in any kind of way. So I'm not gonna deal with anything like that. I'm not mad at you. I'm just gonna do what I'm gonna do, which I'm gonna boot you out if you keep on doing what you're doing. 1221, now look, see, that's the thing. You had to have done something. These people know me, they know my attitude, they know how I am about things, and for them to want to say something to me about it, that means you must be doing something. Okay, so I can scroll back up here and see what it is that you said. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm seeing it now. Wait a minute, hold on, time out. Well, no, you called 1221. I'm not even gonna go into detail and explain anything, but that's why you got to be you have to be careful with your wording because you don't know what people in this chat room are going through. You don't know what things that they are facing. So that's why we don't do that here. So do me a favor, don't throw no more shots out. Like, don't call nobody no crybaby, don't call nobody ignorant, don't call nobody a bunch of boo-hoos or nothing like that. Just leave that out. Nobody in here is like that. Okay, Jeff Tyndall, your sister just got you booted. So 1221, just chill. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm gonna go back up here and look because Wicked them, they know me really well. So like I said,